let's start with day 1. My first day of training for the Mount Everest climb. I'm on the right-hand side on that picture. And to do the things I have done, I traveled a lot. And one thing I noticed, no matter where you go on this beautiful planet, when you need to make 2 teams in high school, it works the same everywhere. So what do you need? 2 captains. Always the 2 coolest dudes in the school. And then what happens? They start picking people. They pick their friends, people that are really good in sports. Do you remember that part of your life? Do you want to remember that part? And they start picking people, and they pick people, and there's always that guy who's picked last every single time. So by show of hands, who was that? You don't have to do this, by the way. I appreciate the trust. That guy, a few people raised their hands. You're not alone. That was me for 15 years. Not that I was in high school for 15 years. I just mean when I was a kid. This is off script. So that was me for 15 years. And it's probably the most important part of my story. I want to start with that. I am not very good in sports. I want to make that very clear. Now, even after everything I've accomplished today, I still am not really good in sports. But I succeeded in sports more than a lot of people. That's not me being pretentious, it's just a fact. I succeeded in sports more than most, but I'm not good in sports. And these are 2 very different things that can coexist. So the question becomes, how does that guy one day wakes up on the top of Mount Everest? Well, for me, it ought to start with one thing. I had to change the story I was telling myself. And when you change the story you're telling yourself, the outcome and finding the fuel to finish the race it becomes so much easier to do. So this is my personal story. That's not important. In a large organization like yours, that story we share, there's a word for that. And you know that word very well. It is the culture. It is the DNA. It is who you are. And that needs to be guarded very well. This is everyone's responsibility here.